Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about envy. I want to understand that so many of us actually have felt or been in this place of finding ourselves being envious of people or some situations. So I'm going to tell two different stories. I remember one time while I was in my workplace, and while I was working, I was always interested with this particular task, and I was really doing so good at it, guys. So I'm that kind of person who loves getting things done, especially when something has been assigned to me. I don't know if you can relate. So I was handling this task so well. And all of a sudden, my supervisor gives this task to someone else without my notice, without telling me. And while this person was getting this task done, and I was listening and hearing her telling her that, oh, how far with the task? When are you sending it to me? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what's going on here? Background story, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. So while I listened to her have those conversations with this lady, because I could easily hear what they were saying, somewhere along the line I began to feel in a certain way. And while I was feeling like that, I began to like have conversations with my inner self, within me. I was just having that conversation. And I'm asking myself, so Judith, why are you feeling the way that you were feeling? Where I was just pondering on the whole feeling I was going through. Because at that point in my life too, I was trying to have this time where I always reflect about things happening. I brood over my thoughts. I want to understand how I am feeling a certain way. So I was asking myself, just why are you feeling this way? Why are you suddenly angry or feeling this, not like angry, sha, but I guess you know what I mean, right? Why am I feeling this way in a way that I'm not happy about the fact that this guy is taking this task? And one of the responses I got, and that could just be the Holy Spirit, was, why not allow the other person shine? Why not also allow this person to be visible? That hits me really, because I just took a pause at how I was feeling and how I was thinking. I began to extend grace to that person. I began to feel more compassionate and that sort of empathy for her. In a way that, do you know that I had to reach out to the lady to ask her if she needed help with what she was doing so that I could genuinely help her through that task. And this also helped me in my journey through the corporate world, where when I see people, or generally living in life, when I see people struggle with something and I know that I can get that thing done or help them, I find ways to genuinely want to help them. It's one thing to want to help somebody out of the place of pride, but it's another thing to want to help somebody because you genuinely care about them and what they are doing. So that was it, number one. Now, number two, I noticed that this is in the past now, right? It's something that I have worked on and I am still working on, because everything in this life is about a process. We never attain perfection, right? So we always have to keep on working at something. So I realized that when I see some people's posts on Instagram, I don't know if this happens to you, right? But this is me. I realize that when I see people's posts on Instagram, that subtle feeling that comes with, the first thing that comes to mind is not something positive. You get, I'm trying to be as vulnerable as I can, because I believe that someone will be learning something from this video, and also this video is going to help heal someone's heart, through envy. So I realize that whenever I look at someone's post, I'm feeling this way, and it's not positive, and it's not even godly. So it's very easy for me to first ask questions like, what if this person's parents have money? Or um all this one they are doing is not too much. Some things like that. And one of the days I was, you know, doing this thing, that caught myself doing this thing. Of course, I prioritize the place of my relationship with God. Do you understand? And prioritize consciously and wanting to always bear the fruit of the Spirit. So I asked myself, but why are you feeling this way? Because I intentionally was now being conscious of the way I felt about people's posts, and I realized that it wasn't really good. Not to say that I never really like people, and their posts, but that feeling that comes with sometimes when you see some posts, it shouldn't even be found in me that I am thinking something negative first before something positive. So I began to consciously ask God for help, because see, there are some things that you cannot do on your own. No. In fact, being good, you cannot really be good on your own. You really need God to help you. Yes, this is true. So I began to really ask the Holy Spirit to help me help my heart, because this was about my heart right now. Help my heart get rid of this feeling that is not even a good one at all. So I had to report myself that yes, I am beginning to feel envious of people. I feel this way. I don't know how long, but I just needed to help me. And generally, I began to look out for ways to intentionally want to appreciate things that I see, you know, and not look at the negative side of anybody or anything or people's achievements, or to even want to water down what people were doing. So I say all this story to say that there are times in our life whereby we'll be going through with a feeling that we can't even understand, or we are even at that point where we're now so comfortable going through that feeling that we think that it is the right way to go about life. No, sometimes it's good for you to question your thoughts and your motives. Why are you thinking that way? Why are you acting that way? Where is that coming from? What is the root of the reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling? You shouldn't just be casual about things or casual about saying things. Sometimes when you say something, you should catch yourself and ask yourself, but where is that coming from? Because sometimes I ask myself, okay, so where is this coming from? Is it that I've been denied something sometime in the past? Is it from my childhood? Where? How? Why am I this kind of person right now? And these things help you, because by the time you begin to question these things, it helps you to get better. It helps you to even report yourself to the Holy Spirit and to God to say, God, see, I know I do these things and I need you to help me. But when you've not even tried to acknowledge that these things are the things that you do, and you just want to make it look like it's normal, then you keep on doing it and you don't even know that what you're doing is wrong. So, truth is this: most of us struggle with one thing and another. And honestly, for anyone watching this video, I really pray that God will help you to be in that right state with your heart, whereby you're always wanting to not allow your heart to be soiled, by things, by feelings, by thoughts, by motives that might not even be right, or are not even good for you. Do you understand? So yeah, I am someone who is work in progress. I wanted to share this here so that someone can learn from it and also get better if they are feeling this way right now, or this is something that they've noticed about themselves. And it's not just about envy. It could be any other thing. It could be greed, it could be selfishness, it could be anything at all that you feel like, oh, when someone asks you why are you doing this, you be like, this is how I am. My dad is not how you are. You really need to look in depth and ask yourself questions, and make it a habit to always reflect and ask questions about why you're thinking in a certain way, why you're talking in a certain way. Because the evidence of knowing God, building a relationship with God, is that our lives are being transformed. Yes, I understand the place of power, miracles, and all of that, praying for things, but if your life is not being transformed to be like Christ, if your life is not being renewed, then I don't even understand what the receipt of your Christianity is. You understand what I mean? So yeah, I hope this video has helped you, and I hope that this video also adds value to you. Please like this video. You can share it with someone. You can subscribe to my channel, because I'll be sharing lots of this often. And yeah, let us build a community and let's be friends. I hope you enjoy this. See you in my next video. Bye.